Hi, this is Sue Painter with Sell Travel Better. I'm back with video 3 in my series of the 27 sales objections that you might get from travelers you're trying to book travel for. In the first video, we covered what kinds of objections come up before you even have had the opportunity to talk one-on-one with the travel prospect. Those are things about the presentation of the product or service that they might get or they might pick up somewhere that you've left. The second video, which you can also find here in this group, was about money and price. There were 3 objections to money and price, and we talked about each of those and how to handle those. And today in video 3, we're going to talk about procrastination because there's 3 types or 3 reasons for procrastination that become sales objections before that will keep a travel prospect from buying from you. Those 3 procrastination sales objections are: I can wait to decide, I need to do more research, and I have to check with my spouse. So let's talk about each of those for a minute. First of all, I can wait to decide. Now, there's 2 parts. If a travel prospect tells you that after you've made a proposal to them, I can wait to decide, you have a couple of different ways that you can play it. You need to really know your client and listen really well to what it is they're saying. Maybe this trip for them was a pipe dream. And if it was a pipe dream, they never really were very vested in getting this travel actually planned and booked. What they were doing is kind of scanning to see if maybe sometimes in the future they might take this particular trip. So, in part of your qualification, then ferret out the reason or the sense of urgency that people have about why they are going to travel. So, you might hear, well, we've thought about going to Italy and we've been thinking about it for 9 or 10 years and we're just starting to see what it might cost. There's really no sense of urgency in there. And then you can try to qualify that further if that's what you hear. But you may also hear, we need to go to Italy and we really want to go in May of 2022 because our son is graduating from college and we've always promised him that we would take him to Italy when he graduated. Now that's a sense of urgency. They have a time frame in their mind. So if someone says, I can wait to decide, ask them more questions about what it is that is in their mind. Find out, well, is this something that you were just contemplating over the next few years, or do you really feel like it's something you wanted to get done before the end of the year? Now, another separate strategy you can use when people say, I can wait to decide, is in these days, you can certainly say, well, you really can't wait to decide if you want to lock in what the price is in the proposal I gave you. Because daily now, flights are changing and cruise prices are changes and land tours are changing. And even shore excursions or land tours that I can book for you are changing. Rental car prices are changing. Hotel prices are changing. So almost anything that you're offering someone right now, honestly and legitimately, you can say, you really can't wait to decide if you want to lock in the price that is in this proposal. So those are 2 different ways to handle I can wait to decide. So let's talk a little bit about I need to do more research. Again, this is a miscommunication because actually you're doing the research. So my question in that case would be, we talked about this trip and I thought I wrote down everything you really wanted to include in this travel proposal. What is it that I missed? What do you feel like we need to do more research on? So this is a good way to put that we in there so that you're underscoring that you're working as a partner with this travel prospect. And if they are vague and say, oh, I just wanted to look around some more, I will guarantee you they are price shopping you, and then you know what to do about that. That's a topic for another day. You don't really want to deal with people who are price shopping. You might say also, you could be a little bit more aggressive in your questioning if the mood is right and the person is right. And you might say, if they say, well, I just want to do some more of my own research, I don't really need you to do any research for me, then you can step it up. You can say, This is what I do, and I have so many resources for research that are not available to people who are not travel advisors. Can you tell me what you need more research about? And if they resist and say, well, I just wanted to look around, then you know that it's price shopping. So that's a warning sign for you, and you can decide then whether you want to waste much more time in bringing that client to a close or not. So I need to do more research is usually price shopping, but there are ways to step it up and you can even say, do you think that if you research this particular package, you're going to find it cheaper elsewhere? Excuse me, and just see what they say to that. They'll have to fess up then if they're going to be a price shopper. The third procrastination sales objection is I have to check with my spouse, or I have to check with my mother, or I have to check with my grandfather who's going to pay for all of this, whatever the deal is. This is one of the beginner mistakes that salespeople make in all industries, not just in travel sales. And that is when you are dealing with someone and giving them a proposal, you want to make sure that you're dealing with a decision maker. So if you are getting a proposal up for a couple in the process of qualification, then you need to say, who's really going to make the ultimate decision about this trip? Is it going to be you? Is it going to be your husband? Is it going to be both of you together? Find out what they say and make sure that when you do the proposal, you're going over it item by item and presenting it to them, you are only doing it to the person who is the decision maker. If a wife says, no, well, he doesn't have time, then just say, it's going to save a lot of time and a lot of questions if I get both of you together. We can do a presentation in a Zoom meeting or over the phone in about 10 or 15 minutes. Let's pick a time when you can both listen to it so that I can answer both your questions and you have a basis for going ahead and making a decision, yes or no, or whether we need to go back and amend a portion of the proposal. So always make sure that you're proposing to the decision maker or the decision maker and a spouse or a companion. So, those are the three sales objections that have to do with procrastination. Now, we've done before the presentation of your product, money and price objections, procrastination objections. We have in our next video four more coming up, and those are what are called my particular situation sales objections. And they have to do with things like, oh, I don't know, I don't really have to travel, or I think I'll change if it'll wait. My situation is different. I need a special type of thing. So we're going to do that, and that will be video number 4. This is Sue Painter with SailTravelBetter.com. I invite you, if you are in the travel industry, if you're either a travel supplier or you're a travel advisor or you own a travel agency, go over to SailTravelBetter.com, leave your name and your email address, and I will alert you with a little email when I put up a new sales objection video or any other kind of training. These you can always find here on my Facebook group, the Sail Travel Better group. And you can also find them on my Sail Travel Better YouTube channel because I upload them there too. So this is Sue. Hope this is helpful for you. And I'll see you another few days from now with sales video number 4.